Welcome back to our channel Boo Crew Tales. What you are about to hear is the last broadcast. It was a quiet night when Ethan, a 32-year-old late-night radio hobbyist, discovered an old shortwave radio at a flea market. The seller, hunched and whispering, warned him it only works at midnight. Ethan had laughed, imagining a quirky antique. Alone in his dimly lit apartment, cluttered with coffee cups, papers, and wires, he placed the radio on a rickety table and flipped the switch. Static filled the room at first, a low, buzzing hiss. The clock ticked to 12, and the static warped, forming whispers that seemed to echo from the corners of the room. Ethan leaned closer, his face pale in the flickering glow of the radio. The voice, distorted but clear, murmured, "We see you, Ethan." He froze, heart pounding, fumbling with the dial to try another frequency. But no matter where he tuned, the whispers followed. Then the static shifted into repeating numbers for 7, 9, 8, over and over. Ethan's hands shook as he scribbled the numbers into a notebook. When he traced them on a map app, his blood ran cold. The coordinates pointed directly to his own apartment. A sudden gust of cold air brushed his neck. He shivered, looking around, but the windows were closed, the city outside silent. Shadows along the walls seemed to thicken unnaturally, stretching and pulsing as though alive. The reflection of his TV flickered, and in it, he saw a figure, tall, faceless, and featureless, standing perfectly still behind him. When he spun around, the room was empty. Panic set in. He backed away toward the door, knocking over a stack of papers. The radio, though unplugged, hissed and whispered from the floor, "Behind you, step into the signal." Ethan grabbed the radio in desperation and smashed it against the wall. Sparks flew, wires hanging loose, glass scattered across the floor. For a moment, silence, then the whispers returned, louder, more insistent. The numbers repeated, glowing faintly in the shadows. 4, 7, 9, 8. The front door creaked open slowly, revealing a hallway that stretched into impossible darkness, as if reality had warped. An invisible force yanked at him, pulling him toward the void. He screamed and clawed at the doorframe, desperate not to be dragged in. The shadows behind him thickened, swirling into dark shapes that reached out like liquid. His camcorder, which had been recording the whole time, slipped from his hands and tumbled to the floor. The lens captured Ethan's last moments, his feet kicking, hands thrashing, dragged helplessly into the darkness. The shadows consumed him, and his screams abruptly cut off. Only the camcorder remained, tilting on the floor, the room eerily still. From the broken radio on the ground, a final whisper seeped out, calm and chilling, "Now! We see you." Days later, investigators found Ethan's apartment empty. His belongings were untouched, as if he had simply vanished into thin air. The camcorder was discovered, still recording. Playback revealed only shadows moving unnaturally across the room, the broken radio hissing static. But if one listened closely, faint whispers could still be heard, repeating the numbers over and over. 4, 7, 9, 8. The footage showed subtle details previously missed. The shadows sometimes formed humanoid shapes in the corners of the room, or lingered in reflections where Ethan never looked. The camera captured slight distortions in light, as if the room itself was bending around something unseen. Small objects seemed to twitch when no one was nearby, a pen rolling slightly on the table, a curtain swaying without wind, shadows that never matched the shapes of walls or furniture. Even now, when the video is played in silence, viewers report a suffocating heaviness, a creeping sensation that someone is just out of sight. Some claim the whispers grow louder the longer the video plays. The terrifying realization remains: some signals are not meant to be received, some voices are not meant to be ignored, and some presences never let go. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel.